Hey guys, here we are playing, yeah, probably Sira can explain it because we've been on a big hiatus.
Okay, the last time we have those two lovers, and what actually happened is that somebody sapped a female. And it said it was suspecting that it was the Japanese man, which is not true.
Nope.
So we are trying to discover what is going on here.
Indeed. Hey. Huh?
Don't tell me.
5. We have a bouquet. Don't. Okay.
Hold it!
Miss Beatty, nobody is questioning you what you told us.
I saw it. I did. That evening. I saw it clearly. That little Eastern man with the whiskers and the funny curved back, slinking away from the scene. Oh, what I didn't see as well. He's such on duty that he sleeps during duty as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knife flying through the sky.
All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction.
Oh yes, well, that's a little embarrassing, really. Oh really? I'm always ending up in the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Molly. He gets over so close.
You remember something?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Spill the beans.
Crystal Beetle, is there a problem?
Yeah.
Yep.
No problems.
You if I remark you just bring something to mind, perhaps?
Oh, well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just remembering that the same thing happened to Even, that's all. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Indeed.
I mean, Miss Beetle lost her way on the night of the incident?
Well, you see, I sent her off to find the police box in the next beat over from mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she will be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone in good 15. You're just a tease.
Too clingy.
If you're single, you can't stand it.
To be honest, I am single.
I'm also single, so...
High five!
But the reason I was so long was because of the bouquet, silly. Bouquet?
Yeah, right.
The bouquet? The bouquet?
Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about?
Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Well, he's so romantic. He saved up some with the fairies and pennies he found the gutter while doing his rounds.
Yes, how romantic.
Got about it just until now. Had you, my darling? Oh yeah, yes. But that was just between us. No talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise. Really? Oh.
What was that all about? I mean, it looks very obvious trouble doing that exchange.
I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruhodo-san. But I'm quite sure of the thing. We have to ask Miss Beadle about the bouquet.
You say son, I was only thinking about Kuryo-chan! Couldn't help it.
Oh, Kuryo-chan!
Miss B, this bouquet you just mentioned, I'd like you to add the details to your testimony, please.
Really? Yes, I love to. He's not happy. What happened was I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Hold it!
You mean they dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime?
That's right. I was so upset. When we went over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back. I was so shocked. I dropped the bouquet Wally gave me. It was in a dark spot where the streetlights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first.
And then you went to the police box to report to the policeman who it was on.
Came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see? That's when I spotted my bouquet again. But the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all. In case you need reminding, Miss Beale, the victim is not the keys.
Cease, I believe, but okay.
I was so flustered that for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road.
Your husband, presumable?
It's silly me, I've gone over to the wrong side of the street. Although I'm going to play this bouquet this time. I can't think how it got there. I really can't.
The bouquet somehow moved from one side to the burial road to the opposite. Curious indeed.
Isn't it? But the worst of it, I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. The beautiful rose Raleigh brought me, with the change from the gutter he spent so long collecting. By bouquet, do you perhaps mean this sorry solitary rose? Oh, but yes, Okay, Wally brought me for our university with old bits of change he found in the gutter.
Stop pulling his chain, will ya? Maybe just call it a rose. Those Lord Francisque, where did you come by this flower?
According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the parliament in the front of the Garib Depp household.
Front of the Garib Depp's house?
Although it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it lay where the street lamps cast no light.
No light? Uh-oh.
Shine bright like a diamond. It was believed to be the relevance to the case, since it was found to the opposite side of the truth fair.
Also, you said shine like a diamond, but I don't think it will like shine like a coal, to be honest. Get the joke?
So dark as a coal, so dark as a coal, so dark as a night. Beautiful, like black as the night. So dark as the night.
Turn off guard.
You said thank you. Could I have it back now, please?
No, I think for good measure this road will be added to the court record as evidence.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be here for court record for the temporary time. You'll get it back.
But it's a symbol for our love.
Yeah, also how you got in court.
I want it back! Trial! Do you hear me? I want it back!
Good grief, rest assured I should do my very best not to forget Miss Beat. Damn! Ow. Yeah?
Yeah? What is it?
Well, this line. Eve, almost there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit hot here.
Hi! Are you getting high?
I'm just getting hot. Turn my AC on. So
A
hopefully
little bit hot. A little bit hot.
But we got Raleigh. Wally, my boy.
Bob, didn't take my eye off the crime scene for a moment. So, nothing strange to report in front, sir.
So we present the bouquet or rose.
Then how the
Statement.
bouquet of the rose has been moved. You
Okay, now I can't help it. Okay, because there's nothing to report in 15 or so minutes. We were going to see.
No, wait. If you really want to sound like Becky is, be like, you claim Constantine Beetle was nothing to report. In 15 or so minutes, you were guarding the scene, huh? And then Goofy, but it cannot be. Oh, yeah.
We need somebody that's going to be angry and like a bit like that. Oh my.
What? What do you mean to say?
Your testimony just now, Miss Beat. You explained to the court when you arrived at the scene of the crime, when the policeman assigned to that beat The bouquet you dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
Objection!
Yes, on the opposite side of Bear Road, to where the victim was attacked. But considering the size of the merge bouquet, if a single starry bloom can be so described.
Hey, don't disrespect romantic stuff, idiot. Don't have respect for people.
No doubt it was blown by the wind across the street, back into the gutter where it belongs.
Wow!
Ooh.
Ooh, talk about playing with fire! Woo!
He plays with very damn fire. Before you know it, Patricia will jump at him!
Then we have a Donald Duck! But yeah, there's but if that were the case,
And he should say it.
when the castle beat not testified to the fact,
No one else appeared to have seen, and nothing was removed from it. Constable Beadle soared to the Scotland Yard's honor. But the bouquet belonged to me! It has nothing to do with the case!
it kinda does.
That's why Rolly didn't mention it, I'm sure.
No, because Sally is not the only bouquet you were talking about here. What the hell? Nice. Oh great, I'm hitting that thing. I'm touching my gas pedal thing for my racing steering. I'm gonna change it a little bit. Like, am I touching it?
I touched the boot. I touched the butt. Blue punch, Peggy!
That should fix it.
Ohana means family. Together.
More than one thing in this case, mysterious the wrong way around.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. Beside Miss B's bouquet, there was Miss Garrett Depp's book. Mr. Garrett Depp's book on Lion Pride, which was thrown out of the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of the case window and landed here on the west side of the street. And yet, it was accidentally found on the opposite side of the road, in the victim's hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we heard, Miss Beat's bouquet should have been dropped here at the scene of the crime on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here on the opposite side of this road, on the front of the Mr. and Mrs. Garrett Depp's house. Yeah, that's my phone. There's no logical explanation for these things, unless somebody deliberately moved them.
What are you trying to say?
I think we have our Donald now.
Yeah.
The way you're talking sounds like you think my Rolly's done something wrong!
Did you listen to a word of the sky, liar, sis? I took it out of the box in the bouquet. Why should we care? It's nitpicking. That's what it is.
Oh, good. Mrs. Garrett has come around. You might call it nitpicking, Miss Garrett, but deliberating meddling with the scene of the crime is a criminal offense. It's called,
Tampering, Mr. Narahudu.
yeah, tampering with the evidence.
Tamper with the evidence.
Oh.
But the person responsible for tampering cannot admit it to it for his all compelled reason.
Tampering? You barely heard the term before. Tell us, my learned friend. Who would possibly have a cause to carry out such an elaborate deception?
Yes, there's someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. There's a testimony that points to one particular person. Consul, I'm... Sorry, my voice cracked for a moment. I must demand you some detail of this conjecture. Who are you? You're saying you're responsible for tampering with the scene of the crime?
Who is it? Brrr, 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 brrr.
Shall we hit it?
Oh, is it the right one?
Is this one?
Really? What, is it her?
It says it here on my guide. It says that this is the one I need to press.
Take that!
No. There's only one person who could have done this. You attempt to share the initial monologue, Consul.
Monologue.
Sorry, monologue. I was just taking a moment to get things straight in my head.
And for that moment, a waste court's time. You will pay the price.
Oh, I did it wrong? It was me just thinking... Wait.
What are you thinking is right? What were you thinking is right, Mr. Narahudu? There's only one person who had the opportunity to tamper with the scene of the crime. There can be no mistake.
Yes, I thought so. No point of overthinking this. There will be only one option. Wait, oh man, huh? Oh wait, I did this wrong. I looked further down and I was supposed to be pressing here.
Yeah, roll deep.
Obviously, there's only one person who could have been. Cozy Rolly beat. It was you! What? A policeman? A member of Scotland Yard?
Thing like that. There's no straighter than my husband. No, Bobby works more tirelessly for the police of London.
Miss Beat, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to the nearby police bar to fetch the officer on duty. The 15 minutes you were upset on the scene of the crime is the only opportunity anyone would tamper with.
This is so nice. But the Japanese man with the whiskers, I bet it was him. He did it.
Objection!
If it was true, Consul Beat would have seen him do it.
And forgive me for pointing it out, but you were dropped your bouquet, Miss Beat. It was after the defendant had fled the scene. Well,
Objection!
objection. First you make accusations about the landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. But your assertions lack one of a very important thing. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. But there's only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime: to hide something. Right, he's right! But my husband and I just happened to be there, that's all! Why should we do anything to hide? It doesn't make sense! You offer no motive for this alliance tampering. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats.
That'll be a very good reason wanted to tamper with the scene of the crime. Key to this affair
Mr. Nadahudu, have you managed to solve this mystery?
We did. Consul, you have made a very serious accusation against a London police officer. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I do not need to point you that your station as a lawyer will be involved with damage. With that short warning in mind, we now explain to the court the motive of your tampering. Yes, my lord. The beef motive tampering with the crime scene was to hide where the victim fell to the ground. This is where the Bobby had to cover at all costs.
What? Victim fell? Do you mean where she was attacked? Talking about? We told you from the very start, didn't we? On the Pompano Bear Road, we saw it, remember? Right here! If anyone didn't already know.
That's certainly what everybody had been led to believe, but in fact, it wasn't where the victim was stabbed at all.
What? What?
I'm beginning to wonder whether this trial will end, Consul.
Is that your situation? Then the court is dying to know, my Nippabose friend. Are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening?
Over here.
Take that!
But that's
the opposite side of the road. I don't understand.
on the evening in question. Miss Gardine's book fell directly down from the open window above. Your bouquet never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself. Good gracious!
Objection!
You haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But there, witness, we saw the moment the attack took place. I saw it with my own eyes.
It was 5 o'clock in the evening, already dark, and was typical London fog underground. But you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid. It was actually on the west side of Barrow Road.
It's true. It can't have been.
It'll be rearranged it for you to be absent for by finding you for help. During the 50 minutes you were away, he planted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown to the print that the victim herself, the 4 books. Moved everything to the pavement on the east side of Barrow Road. Extraordinary. Yeah.
No, extraordinary.
Thank you. But of course they overlooked one thing.
What? What did he overlook? The good bouquet, I presume.
Exactly.
The prosecution told the court just a few minutes ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Ziek said it wouldn't notice until the morning, as it lay where the street lamp cast no light.
Yes, it could have been seen in the dark, absolutely. That's why it was only the bouquet that was found in its original position on the pavement of the west side of Barrow Road. And that is the defense story about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Because a rolly beat? Ooh. But we still haven't found the murderer.
Sleepy. The victim is still alive. Well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to nod off again. But I haven't slept properly in a month. Did I miss anything important? Oh, Ollie. Isn't true, isn't it? What the lawyer said is all lies, is it? I know it is, because you're the most outstanding, richest man I know.
Well, to be honest, even every most upstanding righteous man can make mistakes.
I had a dream. A terrible dream. All the things I said that night. Everything came out. Everything exposed. Hmm? Only it seems it wasn't a dream at all.
Good. Golly! Order! 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 What on earth is the meaning of all this?
You do something like this? Moving a corpse, it's a criminal offense, isn't it? The woman is still alive!
Victim's death should be 1, 2. Explain yourself. Why would you do this? As a respectable member of the court, your duty is to protect the good people of London Town.
I can't say, sir.
What?
I really am ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the yard's reputation. For everything.
I have a possible explanation.
Hmm?
For why on a particular evening does the beast felt compelled to move to the scene of the crime? I can't think of one reason.
What? How could you possibly know? You, a fortune, presuming to understand the mind of Scotland's Yard policeman. And yet Florton is a fortune who has uncovered the starting truth of the matter this far.
I was just doing multiple things. I believe it could be beneficial to the court to hear this extraordinary young lawyer too.
Ordinary.
Counsel of the defense, if you please. Yes, my lord. Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence. At once, my lord. Japan, and no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same. I think I have a very good idea of the feeling behind this man's actions.
What gives away the motive of Constable Beadle's unthinkable actions? Is it not lack of sleep?
This? Or this?
Warrant card.
Take that!
I realize that I'm a forager in this land, and I have just arrived from Japan. While all the information from London's so-called bobbies are completely new to me. Learn that though the Honorable patrolling the beat is mostly demanding work in the world sample. Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on the beat is all kinds of ways. There's no doubt that the young Bobby is in charge with a great deal to do each day, certainly. For cause of the beat, the day is in question is special. Special? How?
University.
On account of the bouquet, my lord.
It was our very first wedding university.
Cause of the beat has worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife. Look forward to taking her out for the celebration meal.
When he and Miss Beatles stumbled upon the crime along Brea Road. When he saw a shadowy figure to the fog collapse in the pavement ahead of them. What must have gone through his man's mind? That's just only for a predictable day. I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding university.
Bye-bye.
Miss Beetle put up a lot in being married into the Bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care.
Here's the warrant card that Cosmo Beat offered to lend me earlier. Cited among the rules of policemen says, when a crime is discovered on the beat, a policeman must assist in the investigation and help detectives. Oh ho! Cosmo Beat. That, or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime scene that day?
Yes. Everything you said. It's alright. So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat.
Exactly.
Exactly. What a
Summarizing, the incident actually occurred to cause Beat's beat. Good gracious! Puzzle, you realize the grav you have done?
It was the first time since I became a copper that I ever cursed God. Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal could be still lurking somewhere. And we went over to the scene. I have a very intention doing my duty as a police officer. We got the report to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. At least we were where the victim was lying, and it was meant for me. So each police officer is having like a few meters or like a few streets to patrol on, that they are having those duty.
Yeah.
And Wally's duty was that the crime scene was on his street. When a crime is discovered on this beat, the policeman must assist with detention, investigation, and help detectives.
So that all makes sense now.
Why here? Why did it have to happen here? Why tonight of all nights? Why? It's a copper's job to guard the scene of the crime, so... I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then when I opened my mouth to speak. It just came out. I couldn't believe the words were coming out from my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine, Pat. If you have to go to the police boat, it covers it. Turn the right along Mere Station Street and then... God damn it. Silence in the court. I'm
Crying.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Constable. I just wanted just one night to take my Patricia out for dinner. Oh, Raleigh. Sad and romantic.
Indeed.
Just that one night. You knew if you have the incident was on your beat, your even of celebration would be ruined. And so you decided to move the entire crime scene outside your distraction. Just across the street to the Cosmopolitan of Bear Road, which falls under the neighboring Beat's care. You see, I thought... Well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see.
I beg your pardon?
What? Of course he did. Otherwise, my Willie would never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement.
Ah, I see your meaning now.
But God got me back for my sins, didn't he? That's why I missed the rose I brought for Pat. Wally, that was my fault. I should never have dropped into such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Wally.
And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from one side to the road of the other in total?
Oh, 4 it was, yes, definitely 4. Three of them dropped by Matsuri, and the 4th being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the current household, of course.
But that mean that you place the book in the victim's hand. And all the others are scattered hands all around, I mean.
Oh, Elsa, that's because that's how I found it. How you found it? What do you mean? When we first ran over the scene. Hey, sleepy here by Rolly. The victim was already holding the book.
You want to call it an end then? Try it
No.
another time? Oh, okay.
No. Just getting sleeping by Rolly because he's also sleepy. It's effective.
uh,
So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in our hand.
are you sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding?
Oh yes, sir. No doubt about it, sir.
Interesting. Core book information has been updated in the court record.
Oh my god. Molly, stop! I thought it was an open and shut case at the time, you see. There were only 2 people at the scene, and Pat and me saw it happen. However, which you looked at it, it had to be fellow who went off who done that, I thought. I couldn't see the harm really. I didn't think moving in all over the road would make a job of difference. I suppose this is for me now. I've had it. Everyone went quiet in the court. My lord.
Yes, Lord Franciscus.
I believe I conclude the cross-examination of the witness. Constable, you may withdraw. Yes, sir. Mr. Prosecutor, sir. What will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him? For now, you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course. Please don't punish my husband. This is all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him and coming home late. Ugh. Leave it now, pal. Let's go home. I'm tired. Done, my love. One last thing, Constable. Sir? Let's this be a lesson of you to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you. Yes, sir. Craft a lesson in your mind. And never again make a mistake of tampering with the scene of the crime. Never again, sir. You mean to say... Ugh. Leave now. The trial is not yet over.
Is he having a heart? Is actually having a heart for once? Well, quite a startling revelation, I must say. However, I thought the third party planned the entire scene of the crime like that.
Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some notable facts here. Principally, Perry. And to be accused, Mr. Susei Natsume is the only person who could possibly have committed this crime.
I think this is a good point to stop.
Oh?
It seems to be going on and on and on. I only have touched so far, only with Raleigh so far, and it seems to be going for a long while as well with the next person we have to show. So it'll be maybe a good time for next time if we continue. Sorry?
How long do we recording right now? 1.5 hours?
We have been recording now for 50 minutes.
Oh. And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, but it seems like it just keeps on rambling too much.
Collapsing.
So sounds good that we do it next time?
Yeah, next week.
Sounds good. But this is where we're going. Oh, sorry, that's me. That's my Pro Controller acting up. I pressed the wrong button by accident. So yeah, guys, this is where we're gonna end off for today. We'll be back hopefully next week. Hopefully, we're not going on hiatus anytime soon, I hope. So, yeah. I wish you all a good day, a good week, and see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.